the new $5,000 Trump stimulus check, otherwise known as DOGE Dividend, supercharged. I have all the details for you here in the video and this document that highlights everything you need to know. Let's get into it and talk through the details. All right, now at this point, I would assume that you've heard about the $5,000 Trump stimulus check, otherwise known as the DOGE Dividend, that was announced last week and that I covered extensively in other videos and dedicated live streams last week. However, now we have the DOGE Dividend supercharged with this document right here, which will be read to you here in just a minute. And while we read this letter to you, we're going to pop it up on the screen so you can read along and see exactly what this document says. But this is really going to juice things up, and we're super excited about this, and I want to share with you immediately here in this video. Now, like I said, we're going to read it to you, and while we do, we'll pop it up so you can see exactly what this says. Now, let me ask a huge favor of you really quickly before we do that. Please share this video with your friends, family, social media. There's a big share button right down below, or if you can just think of a few people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, something like that. Again, please share this video with them. Let's get this out to the masses so we can see the new DOGE Dividend supercharge and exactly what this is highlighting. Also, really quickly, you see that dedicated phone number there on your screen? This is the exclusive phone number for those of you right here in this community with all of your questions and needs on Medicare supplements, Medicare Advantage, Medicare Part D, the initial enrollment into Medicare. Hundreds and hundreds of you have already called my partners over at Chapter with your exclusive phone number right there on the screen. Give them a call if you have not done so yet with any of your Medicare needs. They will take care of it. Look into all the situations for you personally, your best plan, the best coverages at the best price in your local area. Absolutely amazing. I've seen a lot of really happy people reaching out in the comments section. Amazing. Again, give them a call if you have not done so yet. Your exclusive phone number right there on the screen for Medicare supplements, Medicare Advantage, Medicare Part D, initial enrollment into Medicare. They have all the answers for you, and they will help you out personally. Absolutely amazing, and a huge thank you to Chapter for helping so many people here in this community. Absolutely incredible. All right, let's get into it. Let's talk about the DOGE Dividend supercharged. I'm going to bring my wife in, Corey. Many of you here in the community know her. She will read this to you. We'll pop it up on the screen. You can follow along. And again, please share this video with your friends, family, your social media, down below the share button. Let's get this out to the masses, and really let's supercharge this. By the way, if you are a Social Security, SSDI, survivor, spousal, SSI beneficiaries, stay tuned. More on this in just a second. I will catch you on the other side of the reading here, and we'll talk about you and your monthly benefit as well in regards to the supercharged DOGE Dividend. All right, here's Corey, and enjoy. Let me know your feedback.
The DOGE Dividend supercharged. Pushing the boundaries for maximum transparency, government efficiency, and eradicating waste with secret agents working on behalf of DOGE. The supercharged DOGE Dividend Plan. 20% quarterly distribution to the American people from DOGE savings in the prior quarter. First DOGE dividend payment, July 2025, with inception through June 30th, 2025. Quarterly dividend distributions will incentivize the American people to work on the behalf of DOGE as secret agents to report any fraud, misuse of funds, and corruption to increase the quarterly bounty to be distributed. Massive economic growth with quarterly dividend payments to the American people. Restore trust, transparency, and dignity between the federal government and the American people. 5% bonus dividend. If DOGE achieves the goal of $2 trillion by July 4th, 2026, an additional 5% performance bonus dividend of all savings will be applied to the last DOGE dividend payment to be sent after July 4th, 2026. By offering the American people quarterly dividend payments, this will help to restore trust between the federal government and the people, along with cultivating support for the DOGE movement. This will reward the American people for their contributions to the federal government, along with helping to identify potential DOGE targets. The 20% dividend will help to build an even stronger and more robust economy along the way so we can collectively participate in the upside together. A 5% performance-based bonus derived from all DOGE savings to be payable after July 4th, 2026 will further incentivize DOGE to reach their target and for the American people to support their efforts along the way. Thank you, Matt from the Biden to Millionaire.
All right, there it is, the new supercharged DOGE dividend. Now, right off the bat, it may feel like, isn't that the same plan as the original DOGE dividend that was introduced last week? No, it's actually very different. In fact, in the supercharged DOGE dividend here, there are some very key differences, and you may be wondering, who drafted that in the first place? I did. I drafted this guy. Why? Because I really like the DOGE dividend idea. However, I do think they could institute some major changes to this to compensate us, the people, along the way, just as I highlighted in this document here, which again, I want to discuss all those details a little bit further here right now, okay? So number one, first off, the 20% distribution back to us as the people. However, the original DOGE dividend plan was to distribute our payment of $5,000 in the event that they extracted $2 trillion of federal spending sometime after July 4th of next year, 2026. That's a very long time from now, and that is a very, very long time to wait for that. Well, rather than that, in the supercharged DOGE dividend plan, I'm talking about quarterly distribution. So, as you notice with the letter right here, I said, let's do the distributions on a quarterly basis based on the performance out of DOGE and what they scraped together from the previous quarter. For example, here in the letter, I said the first distribution would be in July of this year, 2025, based on all the efforts and what DOGE has scraped together basically from inception of late January through basically the end of June, and then distribute that first payment to us in July, right? Not only would that spur a lot of confidence between us, it would give us the purchasing power that we need, as well as would that maybe spur a little bit of excitement across the people and a lot more support for the efforts out of DOGE with everything they're doing? Absolutely 100%, right? Here's the thing. If we really do need to wait until July of next year, 2026, I think a lot of us are going to forget about it by then. We're going to be like, it's so long to wait from now. We're not really incentivized and we're not all that excited. It's just way too long out in the future. But if we knew that in just a matter of months here, we were going to be getting a major 20% distribution or profit share or dividend based on the efforts out of DOGE, would we maybe be a little bit more excited and possibly helping DOGE in any way we possibly can to point out some different places they can go and look into or whatever it takes? Absolutely, right? Not sure about you, but if I knew every quarter we'd be looking at some type of dividend payment, again at a 20% profit share out of DOGE, that to me would be very exciting, right? And again, just knowing that quarterly, every quarter, every 3 months, we've got our next payment coming. That would be very nice. And again, it would help also build and maintain a very strong and robust economy with additional purchasing power for all of us, the people, and again, giving us that money back as highlighted right here in the supercharged DOGE dividend document, right? Now, you may have also noticed something that I want to point out really quickly, the 5% performance bonus. Did you notice that part? That's another sweet one as well that is not within the original DOGE dividend plan. Let me explain really quickly, and you heard it there in the letter, which is a 5% performance bonus. How does this work? Basically, all the federal dollars that DOGE scrapes together and saves the taxpayer, basically from inception, late January this year, 2025, through July 4th of next year, 2026, if DOGE achieves its goal of, say, $2 trillion of savings during that time, they would then perform a 5% performance bonus back to us. So at that point, what we'd really be doing is our last payment would not only be the 20% distribution from the quarter before, but it would also provide a 5% performance bonus from all money savings, basically from January this year, 2025, through July 4th of next year, 2026, right? So we could possibly be seeing another massive kicker bonus on top of that of 5%, right? That could translate into a lot of money if DOGE really does come together and they actually do achieve their target of the $2 trillion, again, as highlighted right here, okay? That's absolutely incredible, and I think that would be something that'd be very, very encouraging for all of us. Don't get me wrong. I love the DOGE dividend idea. I love this plan and concept, but I think the timeline is way too far into the future, right? It doesn't really incentivize any of us. It doesn't really get us something to look forward to because it's too far out there. But if we all knew in July of this year, we've got a big old payday coming, even though it's, between now and July or the end of June of this year, how much would DOGE have together at that point? I don't know. Nobody really knows. But I would think that based on that, knowing that in just a matter of months here, we're going to have our first dividend payment of 20% profit share, that'd be very, very encouraging for all of us. And again, it would give the economy a nice little boost that we're all looking for. Now, again, I see the comments out there and I see the headlines saying, oh no, this is going to cause all this inflation. You know what? Inflation is still pretty high anyway. Have they really got it down to where they want it to be? No, right? What a joke, right? This inflation was supposed to be down to their goal of the Fed years ago when they told us it was transitory, and yet it's still not. It's still high, right? It has not reached the target that they wanted. Therefore, inflation is creeping back up, and that's just where we're at right now anyway. But if you had an extra, say, $1,000 distributed to you in a matter of months here, would you really care about a, 0.2 or 0.3% uptick in inflation? Would that really bother you these days? Or would you be more focused on your profit share, your dividend payment on a quarterly basis? Yeah, exactly, right? Okay, now one thing I want to highlight really quickly as well. I know there's a lot of you here in this community that receive Social Security, SSDI, survivors, SSI, VA, RRB, low income, seniors, people with disabilities. I totally get it. You might be thinking, hey, you dropped the ball here. You forgot us. Dude, I did not forget about you, okay? I did not forget about you one bit. Here's the thing. When it comes down to negotiation, okay, you know this, I know this, we all know this. When it comes down to negotiation, if you ask for too much, you get nothing, okay? That's just how it goes. It's kind of the rules of the game. If you ask for too much initially, you ultimately walk away. No deal, nothing. You never come together on terms, okay? So in the original DOGE Dividend Supercharged plan right here, I laid out some very clear action steps, a couple very clear amendments to the original DOGE dividend idea, right? Some very clear things laid out here, okay? This is what I'm saying. Let's do this right now. Let's cross this hurdle. Let's have this negotiation first. Let's do this one, and let's just add this into the original DOGE dividend plan. Got it. Okay. And then guess what? After we hammer this one out and get this one secured, guess what we're going to do then? Come back and say, hey, guess what? You've brought in our plan, you've brought in our ideas, you've implemented our concepts, and you like what we've introduced. Now, maybe we should consider, maybe broadening this out to other people out there, like those people who are living on a fixed income, Social Security, SSDI, survivors, spousal, SSI, VA, RRB, seniors, people with disabilities. Those individuals living on a very small income, generally right around the federal poverty line, that level as well, right? So again, if we added all that into this original plan, what could we probably anticipate? They might think, that's a lot of things you're asking for right now. Not too interested, right? But if we come back with literally a couple minor requests, hey, rather than making us wait for another nearly year and a half to get our first dividend payment of maybe $5,000, why don't you just pay it back to us on a quarterly basis? Just do that. We'll be happy. Obviously, the quarterly distributions will be a lot less. We totally understand that. It's not going to be $5,000 a quarter. That's nuts. No. But could it maybe be, $1,000? $900? $1,100? $1,200? It could. Depends on the efforts out of DOGE and what they do during that time, right? So I'm not sure about you, but I would be way more incentivized and way more excited about this if I knew on a quarterly basis every 3 months I'm going to be getting a little dividend payback. I like it. That makes me very encouraged. That makes me very excited looking forward, right? But if I think that there's maybe a chance of getting $5,000 in a year and a half from now, am I super excited? I mean, yeah, but it's just way too far into the future. I can't really get excited about it because it's too far away, right? I need something a little bit closer here to get really excited about and get really amped up about. And then again, jumping in and really supporting and encouraging DOGE to do whatever they can here, right? Because at the end of the day, their efforts translate into money in our pocket. Does that kind of make sense, right? So anyway, for those of you here in the community receiving your fixed income benefit, trust me, I did not forget about you whatsoever. It's all in the plan, okay? It's all in the plan of the negotiation here. The negotiation is, hey, let's work out a little deal. Couple plans here. Let's adjust the original DOGE dividend idea a little bit here. And then once we get that, we come back and say, hey, let's broaden this out. Let's do it a little bit more here, and let's reach more people with this, right? Anyway, I'm here for you. I would love to hear your feedback. Again, let me ask a huge, huge, huge favor of you. Please share this video. There's a share button down below. share this video out. Otherwise, text the link over to your friends, your family, your social media, your neighbors, your acquaintances, your siblings, whatever. Share this out with them. Let's get this out to the masses so they can bring in the supercharged DOGE dividend plan here. And again, we'll come back at them with more once we get this one secured. Also, please make sure to give my guys over there at Chapter a call if you have any questions about your Medicare, Medicare supplements, Medicare Advantage, changing your plans, going into plans as a Medicare initial enrollee, things like that, Medicare Part D. Again, these are the leading experts here in the country, the leading brokerage. They're helping all of you with your personalized plans. Absolutely amazing. Hundreds and hundreds of you have already contacted them. You've secured some awesome plans, a lot of savings, better coverages. Your personal needs have been heard. They're listening to you. They will listen. Call them. They will listen. And again, they will do all the work on your behalf 100% for free. Give that phone number a call. Otherwise, down below in the description at the top of the comment section, I have a link to their website as well as the phone number there. You'll be super happy you did. And again, they're working on your behalf. Absolutely amazing. Okay, 100% for free. Otherwise, please subscribe to the channel. 100% free to do so. Check out the thousands and thousands of videos here on the channel in the video library. The popular videos popping up on your screen soon. Again, down below in the description, a bunch of videos there. Otherwise, thank you so much for your continued support here on the channel and allowing me to represent and advocate for you. Thank you for your continued trust in me, the videos, the content, everything I'm delivering to you every single day. I truly do appreciate that as well. Otherwise, have a nice day. That's all that matters right now. Again, please share the video. Otherwise, enjoy, and I really hope to see you again soon.